This is the Lofts at Savoy. This is a 49-unit apartment complex in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. It's in Elizabethtown, but it's in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, kind of centered in the state of Pennsylvania, near a lot of things, but not like a big, urban hubbub kind of town. Just like a little smaller town, but really good economy because of what it's close to. Find markets. It doesn't have to be like downtown, super urban core. It could be markets and properties that benefit from proximity to things, right? I've done very well buying things that are close to where economy is thriving, but not dead center thereof. This is one of those things. So here's the lesson. That's like a little subset, just a little bonus. That's a little bonus. When I bought this property, everything we owned at DeRosa, my company, was in Trenton, New Jersey or in Philadelphia, within a half an hour-ish of where I lived and where my base of operations was at my office building in downtown Trenton. I even wrote an article one time for Bigger Pockets saying, I will never buy anything more than 30 minutes away from where I live because of scale, because of acres of diamonds, because if you can't find opportunities in your own backyard, then why travel all around when it's just better, it's easier, it's more economical to find profit right in your own backyard. So whatever that equation looks like, fix and flips, rentals, whatever it may be, find it in your own backyard. And I did. And so I built a property management company, all those things that were running what I bought right around my home. This property is 2 hours from my home. And the reason why it's the lesson today, it's about challenging your terms, challenging the rules you have. What rules do you have about your wealth building strategies, your business plan, whatever it may be? What are your rules? And it's okay to ask why they are. We bought this more than 2 hours away, great cash flow, good returns, and all the numbers add up. 49 units. It was a big scale up for equity. It was my first $1 million raise on this property. So we bought it for $3.3 million, raised $1 million to go into this property. And all the things added up, all the numbers worked. It was just, geez, I can't manage that from where I live. So maybe I shouldn't buy it because it violates my terms of only buying right in my own backyard. And then I went to my wife, Liz, and I said, okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy this, and I'm gonna start my own PM company. And my own PM, now we already had a PM company in Jersey. I'm gonna start another PM company in Pennsylvania, and my PM company in Pennsylvania is gonna run this property for me. There you go. And my wife, who's always my muse in a lot of ways, whispered words of wisdom in my ear and said, you can always hire somebody else. You can always start up your own PM company. Why don't you hire someone else that knows that market, that knows that demographic that lives there and could run a 49 unit for you easy, because we didn't know anything this big where we lived. So I said, okay, you're right. So I hired a PM company, they run it. And that opened up the possibility for me of, okay, maybe I don't need to manage everything that I own. I had them run this property, and it did well. And eventually I started questioning, why am I using property management in Trenton? Why am I doing it myself in Trenton? Why don't I have someone else come manage that for me too? And that opened up new possibilities, and that allowed me to focus on just my core greatness. Because bottom line, guys, I was not that great at running a PM company. I was able to do it, but I wasn't great at it. What I was great at was talking to new investors and convincing them to join me on my ventures in my growth of real estate company, a la Raising Private Capital in my book, right? If you want to see what you're great at, go to DeRosaGroup.com, and you guys can grab a copy of our free personality assessment that'll tell you what your real estate superpower is. You want to know what you're great at in real estate investing, take that superpower assessment. So by handing off management of this first, then my Trenton portfolio, that enabled me to focus more on the capital game, get my capital conversations sharper, get my business relationships sharper. And before you knew it, I had blown my rule of not owning anything 30 minutes from my house out to now, I own nothing 30 minutes away from where I live. Everything I own is an airplane ride away or a long drive away like this is, right? Because it really changed my terms and changed my structure because it allowed me to focus on my greatness, which was raising capital. So before you know it, we're buying 198 unit in North Carolina. We're buying 500 units in Kentucky. And that because of that paradigm shift of what I should be doing. So, lesson, constantly challenge your terms, your rules. And if you choose to change one of them, it could create some paradigm shifts and some aha moments and make you realize you really shouldn't be doing certain things in your business. Maybe with some help from us in finding your first apartment building deal. I got a free course that's out there that you guys can go and grab a copy of. That'll follow the steps and you will have an apartment building under contract, okay? Click the link below and grab our free apartment building guide on how to buy your first deal, okay? Get your first multifamily deal under contract. Pop your questions in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you like what we produce here at DeRosa Group, make sure you get more notifications of stuff that we're doing in your feed. So subscribe to this video, like this video. See you next time.